There's a physiological reason this happens. Once you understand it, a lot of things about burnout start to make sense. Your nervous system, it has one job: keep you safe. It does that by scanning constantly for threat, for urgency, for anything that requires a response. Now, when you're in a high-demand environment, a demanding job, a full inbox, constant things that need your attention, your nervous system learns to stay alert all the time. This is called a dysregulated nervous system. It's not a flaw. It's your body doing exactly what it was trained to do. But here's what makes burnout different from ordinary tiredness. With ordinary tiredness, you rest and the system resets. With burnout, the alert never stops, even when there's nothing to respond to, even on a Sunday afternoon, even on holiday. Your nervous system has learned that relaxing is a threat, because relaxing means something might get missed. That's why you can't switch off. It's not a decision, it's a trained response. Notice for a moment what happens when you sit down and do nothing. Is there a pull to check something? A slight discomfort, if you like, with the quiet. A sense, not quite anxiety, not quite guilt. You should be doing something. That low-level hum of alertness is the nervous system doing its job. A job it was never explicitly told to stop doing. Now, most people experience this are highly capable, often the most capable people in the room, which is why it gets missed. Because from the outside and from the inside, you look fine. Most burnout recovery advice focuses on behavior. Sleep more, set better boundaries, take more breaks, practice self-care. These aren't wrong, but they address the output, not the source. If your nervous system is trained to stay alert, telling it to relax is like asking someone mid-conversation to stop listening. They can try. The body doesn't work like that. What the nervous system responds to is not instruction. It's experience. It needs to experience something that tells it the threat is gone, that it's safe to let go. And that's very hard to reach with words. Words are processed through the thinking brain. And the thinking brain is not where the alert lives. And this is where I want to introduce something. In my counseling practice, I use a technique called therapeutic photography. Not as art, not as a hobby, as a method for helping the nervous system and the person notice what's actually happening. Here's how it works. Now, when you pick up a camera or your phone and you go looking for something to photograph, something quiet happens. Your attention narrows. The future disappears. The to-do list disappears. You're looking for this right now. The light on the wall, this shadow across the floor. The act of looking, really looking, is one of the few things that takes the nervous system out of anticipation and into the present. It doesn't require skill. You don't have to be a photographer. What it requires is attention. And that's something most burned out people have. They've just been pointing it in the wrong direction. If this is landing for you, if you recognize the version of yourself that can't switch off, the 6-week burnout recovery program, starting August 1st, is built around exactly this work. 20 spaces. Early adopter pricing is available now. There's a link in the description. If this video made something click for you, in episode 3, we're going to take this further. We'll look at what to do with the camera, not a lesson of photography, but it's a specific method for using the act of looking to surface what words haven't been able to do or reach. Share it with someone who's still trying to rest their way out of burnout. I'll see you next time.